You're watching Citizen Live at 1, and we go right over to Uganda, where voting for presidential and legislative assembly elections are currently underway in Uganda. Thousands of voters have lined up at various polling stations to vote for their leaders. President Yoweri Museveni is looking forward to extend his 30-year rule. Hussein Mohammed is in Kampala, Uganda, and now joins us for the latest on this vote. Hussein, a very good afternoon to you. From what we understand, just looking through the social media platforms, some people are saying that Facebook, Twitter have been shut down by the communications regulator. That's, of course, in regards to security reasons. Can you update us on the latest from Kampala?
Right, Terry, and good afternoon. We're live at Castellos in Kampala. Like you said, yes, you can at least access Twitter or other social media platforms. We've been unable to do that all morning here. I mean, since voting started, that is the whole day then, since 7 a.m. We could not access Twitter, we could not access WhatsApp, we could not access Facebook. The Ugandan Communication Commission says there's been a shutdown because of security reasons. They haven't said when people will be able to access these social media platforms, but that is just one of the problems that we're seeing in Uganda today. Yes, 15.2 million voters are supposed to go and vote today, but especially in urban centers like Kampala, there's been a problem all day. In fact, some polling stations have just opened like an hour ago, yet they're supposed to close by 4 p.m. So there's been a lot of problems. Ballot papers have been coming in very late, and the Electoral Commission has been trying to give explanations. But first, let's watch what we've been able to gather for you. Here's Sylvia Chebet more.
It's Uganda's big day. Serious confusion evidently here in most of Kampala's polling stations. Voting is yet to begin at 10 a.m. Not a single Electoral Commission official in sight. Voters are getting agitated. Let me speak to one of them here.
There isn't anything more good alongside children more. Something is trying to pain me. I left my job. I wanted to come and vote for my candidate, but the reason I saw I'm pissed off. After this moment of time, there isn't anything that is alongside any children trying to show any sign of voting. What about deep in the villages? Just in Kampala, the state suburb of Kampala.
The chairman of the Electoral Commission was yesterday promising the whole country on the TVs, Bukede. So what? Even citizens, I remember you must have talked to him. You must have had everything. We are here stranded. Since 7, some people even came at 5. We have not voted, okay? No ballot papers, okay? This is Kampala, just 3 miles from the Commission headquarters. Why is it that we are not?
Let me talk to you as well. Have you come to vote? Yes, I have come to vote, but the votes are not yet organized. Them. We are waiting as if they want to vote for us. The time is going. They told us you come at 7. That is now is going to 4. The time is going. That is injustice.
Terry, and this is just some of the frustrations of the people here, especially in urban centers like Kampala, like I told you. Sylvia Chebet now joins us. Of course, you've been there in the morning. We've been looking at the polling stations around here. You went to several other places of Kampala. It's the same problem, isn't it?
Indeed, I have been to several polling stations, Hussein, and quite frankly, I haven't seen any voting. I haven't physically seen any voting taking place. It's a serious matter of concern. The citizens Election Observers Network Uganda has called a press conference, which they were saying that the level of this situation speaks of the level of preparedness of the Electoral Commission, and not just the level of preparedness, but also the level of the aspect of fairness. I mean, people haven't voted until midday in the capital Kampala. It's a vote-rich region. 2.4 million people are registered to vote in Kampala. If they are not going to have enough time to vote, of course it will disenfranchise some of them. We are told that the same situation could be happening in Entebbe. We haven't independently verified that, but it's a worrying situation.
Right, and of course the people are really getting frustrated by the minute.
Yes.
And from where we are, we can actually hear some noise from some of the polling stations here, and it just shows you how that this could turn out to be chaotic, and especially in Kampala. Now, Sylvia says here very well that we cannot independently verify what's happening in Entebbe. To be fair, there has been some voting in other parts of Uganda.
Indeed, that's the election, the Citizens Election Observers Network did note that this situation in Kampala is unique. It doesn't represent the entire country, that they have statistics or data showing that 95 of the polling stations have had strategic materials, but the rest of the 5%, I don't know if that is the representation of Kampala, that they have been missing a number of things. And yes, when I was in a particular polling station, ballot boxes did arrive, but there were no ballot papers. So, I mean, still, they couldn't start voting. Yeah. And
of course, we'll try and follow it up more for you. Thank you so much, Sylvia. But yes, I mean, the Electoral Commission has talked about this, saying, yes, it cannot be happening in the urban centers. There could be delays. They gave priority first to far-flung areas for people to start voting there. But of course, there are always these concerns about Kampala, the people in Kampala are not being able to vote on time. The Electoral Commission has not said anything, Terian, about extending the time, because the voting, I mean, it's closes at 4 p.m. All they've said is that anybody who's on the queue at 4 p.m. will be allowed to vote. But the question is, how huge or how long will that queue be? And with the chaos currently going on, the noise we're hearing, some people have not voted yet, whether they will change their mind and decide to vote. Again, the other concern here, like you said earlier when we started this live broadcast, is yes, the Ugandan Communication Commission has said the social media platforms are down, and that is because of security. They didn't give much information as to when they expect them to be back. So Terian will be following the situation until 4 p.m. We'll see what's going to happen when the time or when polling closes, and whether the Electoral Commission will decide to extend time or whether it will be left just the way it was supposed to be in the first place. Terian.
Thank you very much. That's Hussein Mohammed and Sylvia Chebet, eyes and ears on the ground as Ugandans go to the polls.